क्या होता है भाई? सच्ची में क्या क्या?
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Mignon, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And he shoots! Goal! Inter! First blood drawn. Reflections on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Great ball, and he's in here. And the ball is out of play. Paredes picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Batistuta. He's found the way through. Serginho. He rises! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking.
Chance for a shot! Dispatched clinically. Back to within one. Interesting. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Del Piero, and he cuts out the supply. And here's Thuram. Thuram! And that is quite wonderful. About as smooth as it gets. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter...
And Batistuta! That's a lovely, neat pass. Well-timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Osimhen. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. He's had a shot! There it is! And the second half is off to a flyer. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 18, Osimhen.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment.
Batistuta! Big chance to get at them. Now it's Osimhen. And here's Osimhen. The fry kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vlahovic is... and the shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
No, it's come to nothing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Knocks it into space. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. So here he is, the man crowned King of Turin, Alessandro Del Piero.
Yeah, and he deserves that crown too. Another in the line of truly great attacking talent that Italy seems to have a knack of producing. A player of immense ability, but also one who never shirked from his defensive duties too.
Absolutely not, and it's very easy to see why he became such a fan favourite. And here's Batistuta. That's going to go a long way. And this is Eto'o. Thinks about the shot. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ambrosini gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Hernandez. And here's Batistuta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Thuram. Now that's well seen too. Vlahovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Abraham. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And we have our very first corner. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And here's Thuram. Oh, super ball! Cleared without complication. And it's been given away.
Added time.
Perfectly measured that. Shot could be on. And the shot! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time. And
the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence
Just
of
a
what
quick
we've seen,
announcement. We would
their
like to
word, their
inform
lead.
you that
There was
CCTV
genuine
is now
intensity
in
and
operation for
purpose
your
behind
safety.
what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Batistuta. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Searching pass he's played there. Defending of the desperate variety. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Thuram. He's cut it out. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's in a great position here. Now there's a chance, surely! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that Eto'o gets through on his own. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. There's a goal! As close to a certainty as can be.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Thuram.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Good ball, good take. Great vision. Oh, it's Levich! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The ball's gone astray. Thuram is onto this. Shapes to shoot! It's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Inter Milan, and that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody
Hello,
around the
everybody,
world,
and
and we
welcome
have
to
for you
today's
a
match.
clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? And he shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Pullet, he's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Barella. First quarter of an hour gone. Vlahovic. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Look at the space here. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Inzaghi! Just off target.
Filippo Inzaghi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Now it's Inzaghi. Barella. And it's Gullit. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nice sequence of passes, this.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And he knocks it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Retegui really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Quick request for support for our
Well, it
charity
has been
fund,
confrontational,
Chance in
combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
City. Atalanta trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers.
It's Inzaghi! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Atalanta have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Vlahovic. That's a shade optimistic. Barella. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Bastoni. And it's Rijkaard. City. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now it's Osimhen.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now, can they get him away? Hernandez crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And he thumps it clear. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Fired deep towards the back post. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Just about within shooting range. Hernandez. Fofana. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Jim City making good progress on the right-hand side. Retegui! A real chance and a real let-off.
Two added minutes has been
It's a
indicated.
promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. It's run loose here. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And a quick announcement today that
Thoughts on what
memorabilia
we've just seen? Well, it is a nervous time, but these are
Hello,
positive
everybody,
nerves.
and
The
welcome
prospects
to
are so
today's
great,
match.
the potential, be it financial or
Inter.
reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pavard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's through here. Oh, well played, well played. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Deftly away. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Inzaghi. That's the keeper's ball. Mateus. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pavard. Not the most accurate pass. Pavard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Inzaghi. Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mateus. Pavard. And here's Batistuta. Martinez. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And that has been knocked clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to pass it through. It's Inzaghi! And it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Martinez. Soulé. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, easy pickings there. Pavard attempts a clearance.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's hoisted clear. He's having a go! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
It's come to nothing.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Cannavaro. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's DiMarco. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Batistuta! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Do not write them off. Back they come. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pull it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. And the action has already restarted.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Soule goes on a charge down the left. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Inzaghi. Great vision. Now it's Eto'o. It's a searching pass. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mateus. Pavard. He's on it, can he get away? Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Parked outside the stadium gate.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Como. Number 4, Gullit. Number 14.
And we're off
Vlahovic.
for the final time.
Number 11, Filippo
This has
Inzaghi.
been enthralling.
Coming on the
So
field,
what do the last 15
number
minutes
9,
have left?
Schneider. Number 15,
Eto'o.
Dobbik. Number 18, Osserman. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Martinez. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Eto'o. And it's been played through. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can
There
match
will be
them.
1
They
minute
just keep
added
going.
time.
Superb.
Now it's Eto'o. That's an excellent interception. So that's it. It is all over. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the
Hello,
fans make their way
attendees,
home,
this
so must
is
we.
a lost
Good evening
children's
to you.
announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Some terrific... Inzaghi! Cleared away. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Arsenal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Milan have chosen to face with... He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Shoots! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Lampard. Bout of passing here, really. Chance, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Can he get on the end of this? Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Alvarez. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's hoisted clear. Bale. Now it's Lampard. He can run onto that. He's beaten the last... Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. Chouameni. That's a sharp pass. Has a look and place it forward. And here's Bale. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chouameni. Kimmich, can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's a great ball here. Neto. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Akanji, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vermin. And here's Alvarez. And there's the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Arsenal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back on the way. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Darren Fletcher. Akanji. Chouameni. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Eto'o. Vermin. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played out to the right. And it's Lopez. And it's Kimmich. Guardiola does well to get it back. Now that's well seen too.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Driving through the middle. Milan have a free kick. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substitution.
Great chance here from position A1. And this is a great chance to get themselves back. Gnabry! Fantastic from Gnabry! About as smooth as it gets. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Eto'o.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Lopez. Rafinha puts a cross in. He can get that clear. Kimmich.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitution for Milan, number 18.
We have got
Rafinha.
changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
21.
O'Reilly,
Serge Gnabry. Number 7.
crunching
Joshua Kimmich.
tackle. Plenty of
Coming on the
appeals, but the
field,
referee is
number
not
4.
interested.
Gullit. Number 10.
Hakimi
Erling
deals
Haaland.
with that comfortably.
Number 9. Pedri.
Femi.
Substitutions taking place.
Alvarez.
4 added.
So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So, Jim, how do you reflect? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
And
Arsenal.
the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he stop it going out? Bruno Fernandes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, played right into his path. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ball looks a good one. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Quality ball. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Batistuta. Arsenal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. And this is Batistuta. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Akanji knocks it out wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. Back into the middle. Nicked it back promptly. And he's there to belt it away. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. And that's a decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
There will be 1 minute
Now
at
it's
a time.
Mbappe. Oh, and the finish! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead. And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
We're already back up and running after half-time. And a chance! And yes, it's there! The second half sparked straight into life. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Oh, there it is! Now it's Eto'o. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Valverde. Fernandez. And here's Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Fernandez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Batistuta.
Arsenal have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Rijkaard. Now it's Eto'o. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Messi, and this is Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's managed to get free. Now the cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Szoboszlai. Valverde. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Schneider. Akanji. Fernandez.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he's certainly caught him there. The free kick. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Santos.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Well, that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
In with the challenge. And that's a Son Heung-min! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Arsenal still without a single shot on target. That's good vision. De Gea claims comfortably. No, that's been intercepted. Wan-Bissaka. And it's Eto'o. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Son Heung-min. Adams. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Conte. Adams. Wan-Bissaka. Rijkaard. Kante cuts out the pass. Tries to pass it through. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Lampard. And this is Bale. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today that
what have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 17, Bale. Number 5.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field.
0-0,
Number
and we're at the
9,
halfway point.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 8, Beckham. Substitution.
Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
He's going for goal!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Adams. Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's been cut out, well played. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Eto'o. Cleared without complication. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And reclaimed it in a trice. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That'll be a throw. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And that's been won straight back.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's through here. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Ito.
Now some
Number
movement on the
18,
bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 9, Van Nistelrooy. Coming on the field, number 21, Fire.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given
Can he
up.
finish? It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Arsenal.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play, and of course the right service into the box.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Modric. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Can he get it through? And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will...
Shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Scholes. Tries to play it through. Looking for the run. Big chance! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No way through. He won't be happy with that one. Scholes. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's a very decent... Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
A nice sequence of passes, this. And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are back on the way.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard. PK. Looking to play him in. Eto'o. Van Nistelrooy. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? And he gets rid in a hurry. Arsenal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Looking for options. Can he finish? It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Is number
So
4.
all square and not for the first time.
Substitutions
Well,
taking
this is to be
place.
expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Robertson. And it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. And he's taking no chances there. It's a searching pass. Forlan is flagged offside. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar. There's a sharp little ball here. Eto'o. Neymar. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch...
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now there's chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Scholes with the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Hello, attendees.